Okay, so can we start?
Yeah, I think.
Yes,
We'll start. People are joining now.
Yes, okay. Right, okay. So welcome everyone to this show. So today we have our own Buddhadev Mukherjee. So I was just searching for the profile of Buddhadev, which he had sent before to introduce him. So he has done his masters from Baroda University and the bachelor's from Shantiniketan. And then all other things, I think many of you know, Buddhadev done a plethora of shows and exhibitions throughout. And most importantly, he participated in our camp last year. Such a friendly personality. He became, a close friend of many of us in our place, our village. So we are so very happy to have Buddhadev again to present his works. Okay, over to you, Buddhadev.
Thank you, Satish. Before starting, just thank you to Satish and Sujit, because Sujit introduced me here with Satish, and last year we spent very good time. So thank you to you both. And yeah, we can start now. So first, it will go. I request you all that my images are all the details are there, but maybe in mobile. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
We can hear you. So for an attention of everybody, you have the provision to zoom the images in your mobile. If you're seeing in mobile, you can zoom the images so that you can have a provision to see the details. Okay, good.
Yes. So please you zoom it so you can get the detail. So this work I done in my masters when I was in Baroda. So I done my BFA from painting department in Santiniketan, but later on I joined graphics department at Baroda. So this is etching. So I start from this work because the later works are influenced from this work. So I just start from this. And if you have any question or anybody want to ask anything, they can. This is another etching.
Buddha, what is the size of the work? Actually, it's written, but I'm unable to see it even if
its size is not mentioned in maximum work. So I will mention it. It's around 2 feet by 2 feet. This one. The last one is little big. So these works are started after my master. I came to Delhi, and there is a place near Delhi. It's a Haryana called Palwal. It's towards Agra, and I was teaching there because after pass out I need to survive. So I teaching there, and there I done these works. These works are influenced from my colleagues and the school, the people who are teaching there. So that's influence from their behavior, and this I notice, and it's come in my work. So I done a lot of drawings that time. So this is the one series of work I done that time. This is the same time. It's little later on this drawings, but more or less 2000, I think 3 to 4, 5 or that time. Yeah, last work is a little, I think 2008, but now these works are in 2003 to 7. So that time I just wanted to, after pass out from graphics and before 2 years of joining the after joining the graphics, when I pass out, it's very difficult for me to, again start the painting, because whole direction changed when I joined graphics. Then after pass out, I try to use that experience in my work, but I didn't like that graphics very laborious things, and also there is no scope to continue the graphics. So I wanted to continue paper. So these all are done in paper, and the size is not too big. I think 1.5 feet, 1 feet to 1.5 feet.
What is the medium, Buddhada?
It's the medium is watercolor pencil, and somewhere I use watercolor, but yes, water-based medium.
Okay.
This works. The title is baseless talking, because I found there, like, talking about this LIC policy, and joking small things inside the school politics. All these things are going there. So this is a series of. So this you can continue it if needed. That time I'll talk about the work. I think this is the same series of work. So the title is Man Thinking to Take a Step.
Sorry, Buddha, what's the title again?
Man Thinking to Take a Step.
So what is the medium? What is the? Is it?
It's watercolor pencil. That's Staedtler watercolor pencil on paper.
Okay.
And Buddha, the size?
It's the size. I think it's 24 to 18.
Okay.
Buddha, I want to ask a very stupid question. What is a watercolor pencil? I really don't know.
Watercolor pencil is this. There's a pencil. It's from Staedtler company. I use it. If you use after that, if you give water, then it's sprayed. It gives some water-like effect. So they used to say that watercolor pencil. Other pencil, if you do color pencil, if you put water, it will not spray that much. But this watercolor pencil, if you use, then you can use water and it will spray it, like give some effect like watercolor.
Yeah.
That was not a stupid question. Actually, I was also thinking about it.
Yes, really, it's not. Also, that time I influenced from that what happened there in the story, but also my interest grows like to character making, and some I found it that some animated characters also coming, and when I distort the figure, maybe it looks distortion, but when I wanted to give the form of the character, automatically these things come, and I enjoy that thing. So distortion is for the need of the expression.
So Buddhadev is a question
Yes.
from Prajakta. So she's telling like this resembles to in between drawings in animation. Is there any connection?
Can you repeat it again?
The paintings, these works resemble the in between drawings in animation.
It's giving some movement that when I draw a single figure, I found that we need to give some movement of that. So all these things are happening. There is this motion things are coming. So also it's come from the process, and I also think it's going with my work. So both are working together. So I accept these things and I do this thing. And one of my friend was doing that time staying with me, and he joined in an animation industry. So he used to bring this animation books and things. So I used to see. I say, oh, okay, this is can be. I can use that things. I use it, and this works. I think the title is "Man Talking," but talking is a very the title given some indication, but there is a lot of things in between. And I request you all, if you can, you just enlarge the image, then you can see the detail of these works. So before when I'm doing that series of work, I'm enjoying that, but also it is in my mind that I am going towards a very stylized way. So that things maybe it will make some problem in future, because I don't want to be trapped like in a stylized thing. So side by side also I am doing this drawing, so it's helped me to continue that work and also come out from that stylization. So side by side in the local people at the same place, Palwal, I used to draw these figures and sketches. So both things are going together. But this is not, the intention was not to put it in my language directly, but indirectly it's helped me. And also, this is another challenge when you are doing sketches. So how you can do the drawing and how it will more closer to them. That is also another interesting challenge. This is my students that I'm where I'm teaching.
Like Wilson Collery. Yeah? Look like Wilson Collery.
Wilson Colliery. Oh,
No, the man.
Oh,
Can we go back?
that
Can we go
character.
back? I would like to see it now again.
What can you repeat, Pratap?
Can we go back? Can I see the earlier slide?
Okay.
Yeah,
This
it was
one.
It's
like
that
Wilson.
local people in Palwal, they are like, they used to say me like Masterji, and I am only the art teacher there. So everybody knows me like I'm from outside. I came from West Bengal, so people like me a lot, and I also mixed up with them. So they helped me to do the drawing. They give a sitting.
So this when people started calling you Master Ji, you drew yourselves, or this was somebody else there?
No, actually, I was teaching their art. No, so people they know that I'm teaching in a school. So local people they know, and there's children also used to study there, so they know me in that way.
No. My question is like when they were calling you Master Ji, you did a self-portrayal of the imagined Master Ji. Is this that one?
No. It's the love of them, like they say me, but I know, like I am in my way, like I didn't think that time I'm like a master. So after that, in between there is a lot of works, but I just wanted to show the every series, so there will be some you can get some idea. So I started painting, and I'm happy because after this graphics, maybe 3 years, 4 years, I didn't do painting, so I started painting, and also these line characters come because when I enjoy the graphics in the last 3-4 months. Otherwise, when I entered in the graphics department, I didn't enjoy, but I got the chance. So teachers and me also think that it will be good to stay in Baroda. So now I slowly going towards painting. And side by side, the sketches are also going on. These objects come from in the beginning of the series I show you in graphics. I use objects, and before that, also Santiniketan also I use a lot of objects. So again, the objects come. That time I used a lot of thick pigment, so snastic way I was using that.
How big is this?
It is, I think, 3 feet 3.5 by 4.
Is this oil painting? Buddha?
It's oil painting. this one little big work, I think 7 feet by 6.5, like.
It's very textured, no? Heavy texture, right?
Yeah, a
Lot of
lot of
texture.
text. Excuse me.
Yeah, a lot of texture, no? Texture. Look like heavy textured.
Yeah, a lot of thick pigment and texture also it's create when I use thick pigment directly by brush, directly by tube. And then I use particularly this series of work. I have only one work, but I use thick white pigment of oil paint and then pencil. So these textures come of the using of the brush or directly from the tube. And also light and shade, this also play in these works.
Udev, another question from Sabita. She's asking, the paintings are minutely detailed. So can you express what you would like to convey through these paintings?
Actually, every time, maximum time, when I express something, the topic or what I want to express is very simple, but I make it more complex when I'm making. And this type of work is a very expressionistic way. You know, when you start the work, you automatically grow these works. So you didn't know in the beginning, you have overall idea, but in the beginning, when you start the work, then work also lead you. So the detailings from every work till now, there is a tendency to that craftsmanship. But you know, all these images make the emotion. So I also enjoy that things. And yeah, for that reason, this detailing, small details, and it's also reflect in my later work. So I can show you. This is this works is like I done in a canvas and I use these lines by mainly because when I using this thick pigment, I am enjoying a lot when I'm doing work. But later on, I realized that you know, this pigment sometimes make me problem to create the painting what I want to express. Slowly, you know, my interest grow more image making than only making the pictorial surface or play with the medium. So I think when the thick pigment already you use, when it dry, you can't do work again and again on that, and you can't develop the image. There is you can, but there is a less scope. So slowly I reduce the pigmentation and I trying another way how to express my image. So this one, that time I use lot of mehendi and watercolor pencil, watercolor. So I found the same type of effect but without pigment. So it is more comfortable for me. One way that expressionistic quality is also there. Also, I can work again and again on it, and I can develop the image. So this is another series of work. It started in Delhi, but after that I shift to Baroda. So this works also, I think, a lot of details, and details make your painting. It's helped to make your painting, more rich in the not in the sense of craftsmanship, in the sense of you are applying and it's make the atmosphere. And I found it for me, I enjoy also. So yeah, in this way I'm using the detail. This works also, I request you all, if you can just zoom it so you can go through on the detail or other things what is. from the beginning of my work, even from my college life, human is one of the, I think, core area I am searching with. Always humans come in my work directly or indirectly. Even I am using object that, but still it's the essence of human is there. So in this work, when I'm doing a lot of things going on around us, like I think a lot of violence, and 2010, I think 9, 10, a lot of violence, terrorist attack, a lot of things going on. So these things disturb me a lot, and then it's very indirect reflection on that with my personal life, or so this is the background of this works.
With the question to you is, how long does it take you to complete a work?
Oh, it's take a lot of time. Like it's depend on. Sometimes I do 90% work in one time. Then other 10% it will take a lot of time. So I just put the work I start other work and then see again and again. So I think 1 month, sometimes 2-3 months. So I'm not continuously doing work. I do maximum in the beginning, then I stay and I stop the work. I watch again, then small changes. So it is in the process. This is also a lot of layers. I think in the city, my brothers are used to stay in Mumbai, and these attacks and other things, and also I was in Baroda. So all the the sense of loneliness is there. My parents are in hometown. So and when you grow up in a city, when you as after your education, you feel this loneliness, and it is reflect in my work also. So, and lot of layers of in the sense of emotion, layers of human psychology, lot of things. So this is also the effect of that. It's called panic attack.
Is there any reference or influence? Is there any reference or inspiration from Arpita Singh's work?
Yeah, reference is from my sketch. I am not using any photograph for my reference, because it's not, I feel not, it's not going with my work. This my sketch, and also a lot of things going in my mind. So it's coming directly to the paper. So I have no layouts also directly. I think some when I make the work, some process is very important, and process also guide you, and you have some idea, and some mistakes also stay there. So I think it's more spontaneous way you can handle the medium. So reference only my sketch, I think.
Okay.
It's so man with mayfly. Mayfly also, I compare with humans' life. It's only life for 1 week. So 1 week and 7 days, or I think 70 years, almost same. If you see a bigger perspective. So I just compare with this in a more. Here is also water-based, but I introduced some ink also.
There is a question for you, Buddhadev.
Hmm.
What is the philosophy behind your work from Mantana Kottati?
Philosophy is it's about human life, how human life, it's a struggle or enjoyment. And also I grew up in a middle class family, so it's very, I see all these things. So my philosophy is not coming from outside. So it's emerged from my own experience. So it's all about human life, and human life is not in one direction. I think there is a lot of variety you can find in human life. In whole life, I can do work with human, and only I can see human. So yeah, later on, in the later stage, the work when will come, I will explain about the background also. It's talking about human, and I wanted to draw human. Humans means not only the line, not only the drawing. I think it's beyond that. So this is the first work. I went to Baroda to China. I got a scholarship, and Chinese government scholarship. I went there, and when I reached China, I have an idea about China, but when I reach there, I see it's totally different. I have an idea that it's a communist countries, but there when I reach there, I see, oh, it's like capital communist country now. And a lot of things already they developed. And also I feel, but they develop in the sense of very materialistic way. I feel that all these communication things, like you can't see anything what's going on in India or other. They have their own channel. They just uh, mm, blocked other what's going on in other part of the world. We can't see there. And also in the buses, lot of TV, they play a lot of things, but play the game where Chinese peoples won the match. So it's like very sweet. I go from a very struggling and very real things, in the sense real means in the what is happen in India. It's you can't hide it. But there everything is very sweet. So that things I feel a little not comfortable for me. And also this loneliness always with me. So I found this what I'm doing the work, all the information come from India. It's totally the blog. And then it's very difficult to explore China within few days. And the language barricade is also there. So what will be my approach to start the work? So I found that I draw the Chinese people, and I'm staying there, and around there is small like a small shop. They sell this what called momos and other things, and also small trees, small dog. There's a lot of shops there. So I started to see the immediate surroundings, and I started this watercolor. So man with ego, he is little up from the ground. So then I think the topic and also was become more important. The image become more important than only playing with the medium. So this is the tree lover who love the tree. I think uh, with no ego, he put the tree in front of him, hiding him the back. So give more respect to this attitude. So this one, I think, tree lover. The figure formation also changed in that time. this insect lover. And I also think that I can do one thing. I can see China as a visitor, as an outsider. So it's maybe like you are capturing the photograph of Chinese people. In that way, I started these works. It's more. This morning walk or evening walk, they went, and small dogs, you can't see dog there in the road, but maximum people have dog in their home, and they have very good saloon of dogs. So this is very interesting, I found, for me. These dogs are very energetic and always running around their boss. Man eating bread. A man eating barbecue. Side by side, I also experiment with Chinese material, like Chinese paper, man eating barbecue. Chinese paper, Chinese color, Chinese watercolor ink. So I am also just finding what is I can use for my own expression.
Buddha,
Yes.
I remember a paper which you have used in one of the residency we participated. It was some rice paper which had got some glitters on it. So
Yes,
what is that?
yes.
What is that
That is
paper?
Chinese paper, Swan paper, this is Chinese Swan paper. And China, we have a lot of different type of paper, like every paper have not react in same way. So this is Swan paper. If you give the color on that, it's not dry very easily. It will take little time. So you can control all these things. But another type of paper, you just give water. It's like, it's so fast. So you have to, there is no time to think. You have to draw only. And another type of paper is like, if you do watercolor, you didn't understand in the beginning, but when it's dry, you can see all the marks of the brush. So I think all these characters of the papers, I use a few papers, and that one of them, you are talking about one of them.
So what I want to understand is whether the color fits on the glitters. So there is a very shiny part.
They make it like glitter. You ready-made, you can buy that one.
Okay, but color application is not a problem because on a glittery paper it's very difficult for watercolor to stay. That is what my assumption is. So
those paper basically they are used for the calligraphy. Especially because they have
I think this glitter is not too much, it will disturb. It just gives some richness of the paper. It's not, I use it a lot, but for my work, I didn't feel any disturbance for the glitter.
Okay.
In between, there was a question to you, Buddhadev, that why there are no females in your work.
Yeah,
and
actually,
exactly at that point, one girl came in the work, so I think.
Yes. So there is female.
Yeah.
Yes, actually, when I'm doing work, I don't know. Like I am a male, so maybe it's easy for me to see the society through from a male way. But my work is not showing the male issues. My work's talking about mankind. So if there is no female, but I am not talking about male also. So maybe the representation female is there, but very less. So I'm very much comfortable with male figure. But what I'm talking, it's not about the male issue, it's about the whole mankind.
The question is whether it is chauvinism or shyness. That is from my side, not somebody else asked.
No, I think I know now that if I wanted to draw female, then I have to think, I have to conscious. But if I wanted to draw male, it's come because it's a long practice, and I feel that what I am talking, if I divided it like male, female in this way, maybe the depth of the content maybe become little loose. So because my intention is not to show male or female, my intention is to show the human. So when it's needed, definitely I'll use. But I also spontaneously it's coming, so I also don't want to force myself. And I think in the future, definitely some stage, if it is come, if I am conscious about that time I can use. So these works are like long. They shifted the trees from one place to another place. It's a big tree, so and they give some saline bottles also to settle there. So it's very interesting for me. So last few works are related that. This one also like shifting the title.
Buddha, what is the title of this work?
It's untitled. There is no title.
Okay.
Buddha, most of your works are untitled?
No. A few works are definitely a title and very specific title, but few works are untitled. I think these works are from a series, so every time title, I think no need, everything is clear. If I want to give little direction to the viewers, that time I give title.
Okay.
Series
Yeah,
have any
somebody
name?
asked. Excuse me?
Yeah, what is the series? What is the series name?
It's all about, there is no particular name, but whole the work what I'm doing, it's surrounding human emotion, human struggle. So I think the stone represent the burden. So I think, and maybe these two figures are the same person, or maybe it is different. So it's some I don't wanted to give little strict direction to the viewers. But it's like just give a clue. These lines, this very abstract, but these lines represent the disturbance or not very comfortable. So this is very difficult for me to express by words, because this is small feelings, more dealing with more emotional way. Also this abstract form, that red and abstract form altogether, it's not giving very sweet feelings, I think. So it's giving some direction in one area what I'm doing work.
Buddha, Could you please talk a little about the formation of the figure? Because I can see the outline and the formation is changing a bit after like shifting to China, right?
Yes, because I wanted to, that time I was, it's not that I'm not satisfied, but I wanted to express in particular one type of, emotion or one type of human, human psychology. For that reason, I need some formation what is very close to, naturalistic things, but I don't want to draw very naturalistic way. So I came up from that stylization, and then it's I think this, if you say it's this man talking, they are looks like they are human. So I am going towards whatever I done, I just going towards to create human. So this changes happen according to that direction.
Okay. Okay.
There are a couple of questions.
Yes.
One question is like why there are only two forms? Why two and why only two forms?
Particularly these works have two forms, but other works I have lot of figures. If you see the next work, so there is lot of humans I use. So particularly this time I use, and even it is thousands of figure, but the loneliness is there. So from the next slides you can get more figures.
Another question is what do you think about the difference between illustration versus art expression?
I think illustration have some particular direction and particular, I think when you do illustration, there is some stories and you have some barricade you have to follow, or maybe you can go from that, but intention I think different. My intention is not to make illustration, and my intention is to express myself in a very personal, emotional area. But I think when you do, and my work is not to intention to make a story also. These figures are there is stories, but within that they are not any continuation of that. So illustration I think have some barricade, and also I feel, and I don't want it to go in that area.
Okay, in which year these works were made?
Excuse me?
Which year these works were made?
I think after
question.
China, I think 2013, 14, I think 14. These works I done, and I use here Chinese paper, Chinese medium. So I trying to understand Chinese medium and Chinese paper in according to my condition. Because when I went there in China, they they are I was in Chinese painting department, and they wanted to teach you Chinese way of painting, like brush strokes and line. They copy the masters. So I feel I don't earn. They just do this one, and you 2 years you do this one, and then you become a more Chinese artist. So I feel it is not very interesting for me. So better to try to understand the medium according to my need. So I explored that things according to my need. So Chinese department teachers, they didn't accept me like a Chinese painter, but the teachers who are going outside, and they have studios like 6 months they stay in Europe, 6 months stay in China. They actually see the world, so they appreciate my work very much. So there is two type of comment, and I don't want to be a like a Chinese skill master.
One question was, what do the dark clouds in your work indicate?
Dark clouds means even the like human condition. Even dark cloud here, the snake, everything, the indication of human condition, but in a very indirect way. And from these works, my intention, my target was to observe. It's happened from long time, but now I think I can relate it in my work, that human psychology, how I can express the human psychology. And then like, I don't want to draw human and very fleshy human, also represent the middle class value, middle class situation. It's not masculine. My figures are not very masculine, because this middle class is either they have no that much political power, neither they have very financial strength. So the figures become like very, not very masculine. So this is one of the things I maintain in my work.
So we will do one thing, the work specific questions we will take now, and after the presentation is over, the general questions on the portfolio or body we will take.
Yes.
That's fine.
Also,
right?
this particular works from this series of work, one thing, my friends know, but outside I'm little shy to expose myself. But humor, one of the things it was used in my work, and it is not humor. You can't create. If you have, you have. If you don't have, then you can't create it. So it's coming from my own behavior. So I allow that, and I feel it is work with. It is going with my work. So humor is not a. It's more dull. It's more black humor I use in my work. Now I feel like there is a quality in my work. There's more poetic quality, because I didn't experience directly penguin, but I like this bird very much, and their formation, their behavior, and their coolness of them. So I relate it with me. So again, it's a human condition in a very indirect way. The topic of this last two works was dueling. There is a show in Mumbai, Gallery Mirchandani, and this annual show. So they display these works. Simplicity is one of my, I think, more important element in my work. Altogether, this works arranged, because there is a lot of work, so it's not possible to show in one time. So I arranged these things, and it was displayed like this way before.
how do you see this whole set, or like how it works, like in a single work? How do you conceive this, like as a
Actually, I do it in Photoshop because
no, okay, okay.
Excuse
No,
me.
no, I'm asking if you are doing you are solo show, no? You had a solo show.
Yes,
So
yes.
you kept all these things together, right? Like
Yeah.
all these things, yeah.
Yeah,
So how
it
do you
was
see
in.
that? Like, yeah, no, because you have each work have a different narration or different sort of things to say, and you're keeping everything in a plane. So how do you see that? Like, which one? Like, is it work for you? Like, in a different this,
I think it's when they are individually they have story, but all together that is also another story. So and also I think when you arrange, you rearrange it. So there is no fixed no things you have to you have to display in that way. I think all together also talking some different things. So it's give more impact on that.
So when you when you arrange this, there is no such. How do you arrange in form like it's as all together how it look in that way, right? Like there is no such one first work, second work, third work like that.
No,
No,
not that way. But when I put all the works, then I see which works their content it's going with the others, or it's not disturbs these things in the sense of form, in the sense of color, in the sense of emotion. I think these things keep it in my mind, and I have not that fixed things to this is one or two or three. So. This works is a very big work. This was very big work, and it's like 14 feet by 7.5, I think. And someone asked me before that why one figure, and this works have thousands of figure. But if you can zoom it, you can find it. Like there is all this looks abstract, but it's not. I am showing you some detail also, but these works are like. Lot of thousands of, and there are a lot of layers also, like what I use in before what I use, that things also a lot of layer after layer I develop it in Chinese paper. So Chinese paper also I use that character on this book.
There's a question on the previous work. What was the size of the individual works and the total space?
Oh, this is 8" by 8" one.
The previous one
work is 8" by 8".
Early one.
Early one, yes. This one, last small Chinese paper on the Chinese paper. Yeah, that is 8" by 8".
The total
this
space,
14 feet by 7.5.
Now, all put together, how much it was like?
I just put it in Photoshop, so there is no physical arrangement of that. But in my solo, so it was I think 20 works together. I can't remember now, but. This is the detailing of that work, so it's a lot of layers. Now, if you can zoom it, then you can find the. So these works and the last previous works, that small 8" by 8", I'm also doing together. So this carrying that stylization again, but I allow, because now I am conscious that what I am using and why I am using. So I allow that, and it's now both things going together. So I found it interesting. This is all the details of that big work. Even lot of figures, but within that everybody is lonely. So
Okay, so now we can ask the questions on the whole body. There's only already one question, Buddhadev.
yes.
So can you elaborate the way you are challenging the whole lineage of narrative art in the Indian traditional, modern, contemporary art?
Yes, actually, in China, when I went, I saw there very much respect about their tradition, and everybody have their respect. But the thing is that I found that they are copying the Chinese masters. They believe that first 5 years you just copy the Chinese masters, then you are allowed to think. So it's become like they are my friends. I have a lot of friends there, so I used to ask them, like, you are sitting, it's your work. They demand it's my work, but I say it's a copy work. No, they say I do, it's my work. So it's like we are like talking, discussing. Hello.
Yeah.
So we are talking, discussing about what I found that they are sitting in a AC room in 16th floor in a high-tech city, and they are doing work 16th century, and they are like doing so. I think this is one thing I feel it is not true. And in Santiniketan, how we develop our work, there is a history of Chinese, Japanese painting also, and we copy Western also, or both ideology also. We learn from Santiniketan and also Baroda. So we are neither Western, neither Eastern. We are in between in a global village. So everything is everything is available, which is good for me. I use that way. So tradition, yes, there is. I take from Chinese tradition. I take from Indian tradition, Indian miniature art. I also study a lot about that. I went there. I meet with Chinese, Indian traditional painters. So I use these things, but ultimately I use it for my expression. And one way, if you say it is, maybe it is. I went China and my work changed, but it's not Chinese painting, neither Indian painting, neither I'm talking about Indian traditional painting, neither it's Western. So I think I am in between, and when I grow, what I learn, what is good, I use it, and I try to create my own way of expression. So I don't know it's how much I'm going, but maybe if you see the work, you can say something about it.
Okay, more questions?
Hello, hi, this is Vandana.
Hi, Vandana.
Yeah, so my question, the last question was not only about tradition. I wanted to know, like, how do you, go out of this whole narrative tradition that mostly we see people using miniature and narrativity in Indian context. But your work doesn't have a direct narration. Everybody is asking, what does this cloud mean? What does this snake mean? But you're not literally wanting to illustrate anything. So that means there is a position you have taken that you don't want to be narrative.
Yes.
Whereas there is a strong narrative tradition. How do you look at that?
Yes, it's not that I don't want to be narrative, because my works, it's a narration, but it's narration my own story, this one. But also the tradition of language, like narration, what used in Indian miniature or other tradition, I didn't follow in that way. So I want to create my own narration, and I think this narration, I think I didn't see someone, Hiranmaya Bose are using this very successfully. So my narration is not from the tradition of Indian narration, like what happened in Indian miniature or Chinese or Japanese, even Western. Lot of you can see lot of like 16th century, 17th centuries church they use mythological narration. So my narration is not relate with that, but I think I think Hiranyamai Bose have created the image. His works also narration and it's also related to mythology, but still what the image he created is totally personal image. So I wanted to make I wanted to go in that direction. Is it clear?
Vandana, your sound is mute. The sound is mute.
Yes, I know. Thank you. Yeah, Buddha, I got it. And great to see your works. I'm a big fan of your work. Thank you.
Thank you.
Buddha, I have questions.
Yes.
There are two. I see your work in terms of if I have to talk about the sizes. So you do works either very small or they are huge, large. So like one is 7 feet by 14 feet or something like that. So how do you derive to a size? So that is one thing. And
Actually,
second part of the question is the little extension to it. And I've seen you working. You remind me of some miniature artist who is working, who's sitting and working. So I am just curious to understand when you approach to a new work, or especially if it's a big work which is like 7 feet, 14 feet, something like that. So what's the scene in your studio?
Yes. The first question I forgot it. First question about size. Okay.
Yeah, it is about the size. How do you derive to it?
I don't want to stick particular one size or one, because I feel this is also one barricade. I wanted to go from this barricade. Even I feel some comfortable area. I feel it's some suffocation also. There is no challenge. So I just wanted to, sometimes I make very small drawings like visiting card size drawing. And then I started both are going together. So I wanted to cross the limit of what I possibly I create that things. But 14 feet, 7 feet is a big, but if you go to observe a mural, I think in that context it is small. So I just wanted to break the barricade. That is one. And second, yes, big works like a long-term challenge, because one day you are doing work in this Chinese paper, one time you do give one brush stroke, then you can't take it, so you can't rub it. So slowly one day, like after 1 month you are doing work and then see, okay, today maybe this works is now I can't continue, it is going bad direction, it is not right direction. So that day I was totally disturbed, and next day, maybe 1-2 days later, I see no, I am not, what I'm seeing, it's not that much bad. So every time this tension, help me. Sometimes I feel it's totally damage the work, and the next few days it's happened with me now also. Like next few days, when I see the works, no, I think I can continue it. So this challenge, forced me to do work. And small works, it's like like writing a poem. Like you just sit and you are in a good mood. Mood is also very important for me. Like if I'm in good mood, I can do very good work. And I think if I'm disturbed, maybe it is nobody then talk, neither brush, neither color, and neither me. So like it's happening. It's process is one important. You imagine this is a very good idea. And when you going to the process to create this work, you see, oh, it's a very worst idea I think about. And sometimes you didn't think, just blank. I take a lot of challenges. Like sometimes I have a totally preparation what I will do in my mind. And I have no photography reference. I have some sketches and everything in my mind what I'm going to do. But when you go and within the process, sometimes process lead you, and that is also one interesting thing. Like a match, if you go to play cricket match, you have some plan, everything about the opponent party, but in the field, that plan sometimes didn't work. You have to take decision that time. So I enjoy both things. Like sometimes the plan work out, sometimes not. Then I change my plan in the process. So a lot of things going on and very complex making process. Sometimes with your experience, you can think that it will go in this direction, but it's not necessary every time it will go in that direction. And sometimes I challenge my skill. I do other practice also, because you want to create some language, and within that, sometimes basic skill. Sometimes we leave that things. That is also affect the work. So sometimes I totally go and outside doing sketches. Whole 4-5 days I go only do sketches. So I trying to put me in different very uncomfortable positions. So then I can again came back in my work. So it's all together. It's become a process.
There is a question for you, again from Sabita. She's telling your work style reminded me of Keith Haring, and the one in the invite reminded me of Mark Chagall. Do you like these artists by any chance?
Yes. I think Mark Chagall, one of my favorite, and he is poetic also. So I found my work in one sense is more poetic, more in that way. I hope I work. Yes, I like the work. I like also a lot of artists who's like Louis Bourgeois. I think Bill Trailer. I like David Selle. A lot of artists, Keki Smith. So this all are working with the content about human, and also their works. It's related to human. So I also wanted to go in that path, in the same path, but not in the same way.
I don't know why Keith Haring, but because I don't know, I didn't get any connection between Keith Haring.
Excuse me?
She also mentioned Keith Haring, the artist, New York-based artist, the one who makes continuous slides. I didn't get any connection. Keith Haring.
Yeah. I actually because of the abstraction of my work. I think line is one of the main common things.
Yeah. No, Keith is a New York-based artist, no? Like he, I think he died recently. It's Andy Warhol time, no? Like.
Yeah, maybe because of the repetition of the figures, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Another thing is also like my figures are overall, if you see, it looks like repetition, but image are different, because I see is when I was in Delhi, I used to go to the exhibitions, and one image I see some artist, and then you have an idea about what's going on in it. So there is no mystery. Sometimes I feel so. I don't want viewers also read my work in that way. So my work is every works is one experience. So I think if you miss one work, I think you will miss one experience. So that things I intentionally wanted to maintain actually. Even there is some similarities and of repetitions, but still I feel my every works give different experience.
Most of your works, single figure, which is not recent work, the early work, and that figure mostly in center, and then the other part is vacant. The whole.
Sujit, can you talk a little louder?
What I'm saying, like most of your work small works especially, there is a figure inside the center, and the whole other space is vacant, right? The vacant.
Yes.
So how do you see that? Like you use a paper which gives you, when you put the paper
this is very
itself.
interesting question. Sometimes before, when I'm talking about the background. We'll talk later on. First thing is that how I practice in Santiniketan. I think there is a sense of space. In the history of art also, if you see the Chinese Sung Dynasty painting, that is a history. They are talking about space. You can walk through the space, how they use. And in Santiniketan also, this practice, in our time, I think this time also I have not too much aware what's going on, but I think this practice I developed there. So sense of space, that is. And another, I think, if you learn that things, then that is another thing. Like if you work under Jogan Chaudhary or KG Subramaniam, because KG Subramaniam sir, he already edited, but he used to come. So if you work under them, you know about how color balance and basic things, space handling, these things. But what's the meaning in my life? So I found that I always shifted from Santiniketan to Baroda, my home to Santiniketan, Santiniketan to Baroda, Baroda to Delhi, again Baroda to China, again Delhi. So if you see that Bhupen Khakkar's work or Sudip Patwardhan work, I respect very much Sudip Patwardhan works. I feel like he's very close to me, his work. So I think in whom I admire their works, if you see, they are staying in one place for a long time. So if you go, if you see Bhupen Khakkar's work, you can smell the area. Even Sudip Patwardhan, you see the works, you have that smell, that area, like where he is staying. But for my case, I think I always shifted. So for the background, I have no solution. Every time I feel it changes. Even it's not my own home. It's rented. So when I stay in Delhi, maybe 1 year I'm staying here, maybe in other part. So when I thinking about my background, I have no particular one static things to use. And also this background I use for more represent the psychological state of that human, not very physical space. So that the loneliness, aloneness, that is also reflect in that way. So I read the space in that way in my work.
Because you did two kind of work. One is like continuous repetition, like repetition in the sense kind of an obsessed way of repeating, like something keep repeating. In earlier work, especially in the large format, you are repeating almost same sort of a structure.
Formation.
Yeah, formation.
Yeah, if you see
in the, give a space kind of a breathing space somewhere in center or the corner, and the other side you are leaving the other space and you keeping one image. And but the problem is for me, the second one, you are taking advantage of that paper, that what do you call that, rice paper. So without that, how this works? Like you are like kind of a, what do you call that? Like, do you think like that is somewhere you are taking some easy steps, because you actually have to draw only one figure and the other part will work. The paper will give you something, right? Paper will give you some extra, what do you call, something like, the paper itself have a lot of texture, no? The rice paper. So how do you see that? That's my question actually.
Actually, when you do work, you have to understand the character of the paper also, and you have to take the possibilities. You have to express the possibilities, what I believe. And another thing is that what I done in this Chinese paper, I develop it in Palwal also. There is a repetition or layer this work. So I am seeing my work and I am using what I used before also. So this paper helped me, but this one I already researched before. So both work together. You know, and repetition, if you see overall it looks repetition, but every figure is different.
I'm not talking about in a very negative connotation.
No, I understand.
Yeah. I also did, no, like something very continuous repetition,
yes.
some motion, you know, like some action or some movement.
And another thing I feel that like life is not going in one direction. Like you are sometimes lonely, you are sometimes in your character of your father, or you are in a crowd. So I also don't want to stick, even in crowd you are alone. There is thousands of figures, but still you are alone. So life, when I'm thinking about that. So I feel if you want to draw human, there is no particular one direction, that you have to see not, I can say overall, but all possibilities. So what how you can express the human. So that is also I try to express in that way also.
Okay, so there is another question. Sabin, Sabin.
Yes, Sabin.
Sabin has written a question, long question. He will ask. Sabin.
Oh.
Where is he?
You can read the question now.
Okay, so yeah, his mic has some problem. Okay, so I'll read. So he tells, okay, nice to see your works again. So just want to know, when you are creating the human drawings, are you implementing your emotions to the body, or do you welcome the other human state of mind or emotions?
Yeah, very interesting question. Actually, it's all going in my mind. Actually, very good question. I think, I feel myself is a bridge in between. Sometimes I express my thought process, and sometimes I express what the others what I read them. So it's like sometimes it's my reflection, sometimes the people who are like me, their reflection. So I don't want to put in my my tag on that, but I feel myself I am like a bridge. I just sometimes I what I feel, what about going on in my life, I will expressing. Sometimes I am expressing what's going the people who are surrounding me. So I think both I do, and it's depend when I am doing work and what really touch me. That things come through my work.
Buddhadev. So based on what Sujit asked, no, I felt like your both kind of works, maybe the texture, that technical side of what paper you guys said, I don't understand, but I think from a concept, no, you and Sujit were discussing, right? So I don't understand the technical side of that paper contributing that part, but otherwise I feel both the works are the same when you have more figures and individual figure, because like what I see from that is like the people tell human is nothing in front of the God, and somebody else tells human is nothing in front of the nature. I think you are telling the third thing, a human being is nothing in front of the power structures in this world. So,
I think mainly middle class.
Yeah, maybe like, so I felt like you are trying to draw a human being without an individuality, that human cannot do anything, and it's not an emotion which is coming from inside, it is his reaction to the outside world. That is what I would like to see. So whether it is n number of people or one person, so I think it's the same stuff. Sometimes you take a deep dive, but not within the person. It is like how that person is reacting to outside. So you are drawing a human being without a personality. That is what I felt, whether it is one people or multiple people.
Yeah, I think yes. I draw that people who are like actually this when I draw this figure, their formation, their psychological state, everything is the reflection of what's going on around him in the socio-political context. I think this is the reflection. Okay, so it's not one way it's very individual, another way it's also not in that much individual, because everything what's going on in the society is, it's the reflection also on them. So both, I think, work together. I'm not talking only about myself, but yes, maybe the story start from my story, or slowly the people around me. But I think for that reason, I think when anybody in the world I see my work, they can relate, because I am maybe starting from the local, the image and the source of the drawing formation of which look like human, like Indian human, the body language. But when what I am talking, it's about human. So anybody who are out of India or maybe other part of the world, they can also relate, because it's not about the physical body. It's about human condition. Maybe it's happen with them also.
Yeah, thank you. So another question from Prajakta: what do you do when your brush doesn't respond to you?
My brush?
Yeah.
I practice a lot every day. No, it's not like every artist practice. So I think brush response. And also, I think if but does not respond, I change a lot of process. Sometimes I feel like it's not work. That time I change my process. But more or less, that if you see what I am showing, it's more or less from the beginning to now, I think same. It's about human. So about the technique, I feel it's not enough to express. Then I change it. Then I go in, like now I am doing oil. So now I feel in this language what I done, I can use, maybe it will come later on again, but now I feel I done enough to express in this language. Now slowly I need to try in other. So never I actually not stay in a very comfortable zone. I always like, if there is some comfortable zone, I feel it's like maybe 2-3 years I'm doing in the same way of work. But ultimately my goal is to draw human. Human means not only the line, not only the figuration, not only the space. I think it's about it's more about that. So more deeper. So maybe some medium didn't help me when I feel, then I will go to other medium. I'll change my technique. I'll change my way of representing. So these things I do. And also main work what I'm showing, with that lot of different practice I'm doing. So that is, it's not possible to show every time. And when I'm showing something, I think it will be in one way that will be good. Other practice, it is not like a studio. It's studio practice. It's like a laboratory. You just practice. You just, sometimes it's successful, sometimes not. When it's successful, then how you will apply to your work. So a lot of things going together.
Thanks. I would like to take some questions from our team also, if they want to ask in Malayalam. മലയാളത്തിൽ ആർക്കെങ്കിലും ചോദിക്കണേ ചോദിക്കാട്ടോ. എന്തെങ്കിലും പറയാനോ ചോദിക്കാനോ ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ചോദിക്കാം. Like, okay, നമ്മൾ ട്രാൻസ്ലേറ്റ് ചെയ്യാം.
വാണി എന്താ ചോദിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്?
Yes.
What?
ചോദിക്കൂ.
Yeah, hello. I want to ask that I could see landscapes in your paintings. Even though it is telling about human beings, how do you trying to develop such a space? How could you choose like arrange in that order, that those images. Like if I am looking your painting, I can see a sky, and here the surrounding space are very, very much crowded. And how you choose those kind of landscape? Like
actually, when I do work, I sometimes, when maximum times, I don't want to give very specific, direction. So there is some clue. I put my work in the stage that there is some open. There is I am welcoming the viewers to think about their way also. So what you say, the sky, landscape, I am thinking it's more like a human landscape of human psychology, and maybe you experience different landscapes, so you can relate in that way. So I wanted to open that space that I don't want to give very specific direction to the viewers. So that openness, I think there is I want to put that breathing space in my work that viewers can take my work and they can relate in according to their experience.
Thank you.
Hello, Buddha. Radish.
Hi, Radish. Yes.
I was not in city, just came to home. I was in city. I want to tell you my regards only. Almost questions are already asked to you. Good questions from Savin Mudapadi and few people. But I almost watch your new works. I already watched the original works from gallery and somewhere.
Yes.
But now I was able to see your old works also. This is very wonderful works. The oil painting, especially the oil painting. Why you avoid that? The oil paint. You change to the drawings. Why are you changed to the drawing from the oil paint?
Actually, I from the beginning of my artistic career, I was very fascinated about drawing, and also every time like I think through drawing, and also like when I done that paintings are more more expressionistic, where I use very thick pigments. So at that time, I am not enjoying the pictorial, play. I just more enjoy the making the image. So I think this thick pigment make me problem to. It's not help me to make the image. But now I think now I'm doing oil painting. So now I can do these works when I come. Then I think I can able to do develop my image in oil painting. So I feel it will take a long time, but I feel yes, I'm now able to do it. So I'm doing oil painting now.
Okay. And I want to tell something about you. When the last Indian Art Fair, I was not wearing any coat or anything, very cold condition. You came to see me and you give offer to your coat. I understand from your work, you are a wonderful human being. You trying to capture in your artwork the human feelings. That kind of your beauty. You try to create on your artwork. That is your specialty in your artwork. Some kind of work also like that. Some quote also, going like that. Just I feel. And just
actually, yes, you are my good friend, and I respect you very much because of your work. And I feel like I have a lot of now good friends from art field, and friends is one of the very important. What I am doing, it's not about only like I am doing it. It's not like that. Like sometimes your friend help you a lot to doing works, and I have very good relation with very good friend, so I am
Yeah,
also
that's
happy.
sure. Yeah. Okay, Buddhadev. Thank you
Thank you.
to having here. And we will speak later. Okay.
Thank you, Buddha.
Thank you, Satish.
Okay.
Buddha, connecting to Retish's question, actually.
Abul, can you talk a little louder? I can't hear you.
Yeah, hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Actually, connecting to Retish's question, actually, that earlier you're using paper, no? So when you will leave a mark, it will be there. You're not able to change that, right? But when you shift to oil, so you can, there's a possibility like you can rework and, So how do you see that difference from?
Actually, when I was doing painting in Kala Bhavan, Shantiniketan, then when I stepped in graphics, then this painting psychology will not work in graphics. The same thing happened when I go to China, then what I'm doing before, it is not work there. So when I'm doing canvas, I have to think according to canvas. So a lot of things change now. Because paper has different quality, it's different characters, it's different reaction. So same thing if I want from canvas, then I think there is no canvas have different characters, different colors have different characters. So it's changed because I will not expect the same effect or same way of doing what I'm doing in paper from canvas. Canvas is a different area, different challenge, different experience. But I don't want to stick on canvas or paper because I want to be free. I will do work on paper also, I will do work on canvas also, I will do if other medium I like for my expression, I will do it. So I am not I am not wanted to stick in one. That things also when I'm doing only paper, sometimes I'm happy that time what I'm doing that time, but I'm not happy with the medium because I don't want to stick in one medium for this is also one way it's a barricade. But you have to see the extreme of that medium, then you can then I can go to other mediums. So I feel it is enough in take different challenge, and also image become more important, so image need to come more closer, more prominent way. So oil is one of the medium. I tried a lot of mediums like color, tempera, but this medium are so lengthy and process is so lengthy, I didn't enjoy it. So oil is the medium, I feel it's very direct and it have a lot of history, so I can, if I search something, I can get some suggestions. So I think it will help me. But still a lot of struggle is there when you put the color, what type of color scheme, because long time I didn't do painting, so everything is a challenge, like size, space, how the figuration, how the color selection, how the treatment. So I'm now I think I little bit improved, so now I'm a little comfortable with oil.
Okay.
But I can't show you now. When so definitely I'll show that works.
Okay. So, any further questions? Anyone? Buddha Dev is tired after talking one hour 45 minutes.
I'm happy because the thing is that when you are doing work, you are in one direction. So if any question come or anybody asked you anything or anybody gives some suggestion, maybe you are not thinking that way. So that is also help you.
Yeah.
So I am happy. I off the fan because I can't hear properly, so I off the fan. Maybe for that reason it's look like that.
Yeah. Okay. Anyone? Any further questions? Or shall we?
Buddha, I really enjoy your work, basically watercolor works. I saw some of the works in Mitchandani site. I think switchboard, and there is a very mocking Yes, so from that works onwards, I really love and enjoy your watercolor. So it's a nice presentation, nice work. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
They are so light. The watercolors, like I feel for me, there are too many things to say, but still it's very silent and light.
I trying to present the things in a very simple way, but the making process is very complex. You know. So yeah, I try. Still I'm struggling a lot and trying. So I'm happy that you like the work.
Yeah, it's nice.
We'll take one last question.
Can I go ahead then, Satish?
Then we will take two.
Okay. All right. Okay. Buddha,
yes.
As I see, the humor and the wit, that is very important for your work, actually. What I noticed personally. So maybe you are taking some complex topics, or maybe some very difficult, choosing very difficult themes, or maybe the subject, but you're dealing it with very simplicity, and you are playing with a lot of humor and wit. So my question is, how does that process happen? Like when you see any real life incident or any event or anything, and then you do some sketching and all, and then that formation develops, and then you complete your painting, or how does that work?
No, actually, it's happened in different way. Actually, it's a long practice. No, when I feel that after pass out from Santiniketan, I that time know that what is color balance, what is these things. When you do work under Jogan Chaudhary and KG Subramaniam, you have an idea these things. But that time I question myself, is that my space, is that my arrangement, or is that my color? So these things change a lot, and this is long process actually. You think, then you make some notes, you draw, then maybe after drawing you feel, no, I can change little bit. So everything become taking shape. So, and it is a long practice. It is not just I think I'm doing. No, I put it in my practice, so it's coming. Now I think sometimes I very easily do the work. Sometimes I feel like it's not working. It's not that time either I do again, or it's that time I take decision what to do if it's not work. So it is long process, like practice, thinking, experience, seeing other artists' works, talking with artist friend. So all together, it's giving you, this how you can do these works.
Okay. So what are the source of your inspiration on wit and humor in your work?
I think from my surroundings, humor is not cut out things. Everything is there, but what you like, you pick that one.
Okay.
Like everything is around you, and in this time, it's very difficult to concentrate. Because in the city, when you are sitting in Delhi, like city, every time, time going and everybody is running. So, all things is there, but I have to decide what I want to pick. Same things at what I done in China. I don't want to, I want to go every department. And I have a lot of friends, so what they are doing in graphics, what they're in sculpture, what they're doing in painting department, and discuss with them, argue with them, and then next day again go to the bar or club. So I think that time I wanted to stick to learn something in the technique. I wanted to know what is need for me, because I didn't pass out there. I just done the work here. So only learning some brushstroke of Chinese, I think it will not help me for my expression. So what I need, I take that one also. So like humor also, everything like what is your preference? What things you do preference? And this way you just you can pick out these things. No?
Also, I
very
can add
immediate
something.
experience.
Also,
Yes,
I can
yes.
add Buddha has great humor sense.
Yeah, in real life, yes, very
Yeah,
humorous person. Yeah.
I know.
That's what I actually wanted to.
Yeah,
Yes.
he when he narrates his Chinese story, it's like it's so funny, Like I always think of it.
Sujit know
Yeah.
a lot of story. Actually, we spend very good time.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much, Buddha. The simplicity of your work really amazed me. It is very interesting. Thank you so much for showing your work.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
I think,
Anyone wants to bite that? Okay, some message in the chat. Okay, so here is the last question from Devika. So she tells now loved the narrative works, especially those that included snakes. If you want to tell, can you tell me the story? I mean, is it part of personal experience or some other representation?
No, definitely it's come from the personal experience. And that snake is like not very physical snakes. Although we are visual artists, we have to go through, some image to express what you are thinking. Like in Bengali, the people used to say like Kal Nagin, the snake of the time. So the snake of the time come to your, sword. So I relate in this way, but I don't want viewers also relate in exactly in my way. They can take, but my works, no need to, give, very specific direction also. I put my image in between, not very specific. So
in Bengali, it is that in Malayalam, Pambu has many meanings. Snake, Buddhadev.
Yes.
So we call somebody.
I also think in the same way that like Ganesha, I didn't draw too much, God or these things. I feel like more.
Okay.
So what I feel that Ganesha, when you grow up in a family, these things are very common for us, every Indian, I think. But a human who are staying in USA or any Australia, how they read that Ganesha? For them, it's not God. For them, maybe they listen our story, but they can't feel in like us. They only read the image, and it can be relate according to their experience. So this is very interesting. Like people read all these images according to their experience.
Yeah.
One more comment has come. It is that want to add that what you think about alone and lonely. As you said, you use that feeling.
From Sarika Mehta.
Yeah.
Actually, now the time is like that. We are very self-centered, and in my place, like all the maximum young from my native place, they went outside, either Bombay or Delhi or go outside of India. So I think the time is like that. So alone, I think if you see everybody feel these things, not everybody, but the people, certain type of people, they are outside of the home, and also in the big city, they are sometimes even their friends. Still, everybody is earning, everybody is struggling their life, and they have some personal problem, that things, family problem, everything is there. So all together, I think I found human are more lonely. Even you have a lot of things in front of you, you have lot of things for entertainment. Still, I feel this is a feeling. This is I think this is a personal feeling. I feel these things.
Okay. So thank you, everyone. I think.
Crisis of the time, I think.
Yeah.
Also, I feel, just Buddhadev work only, not just humor only, many kind of feelings he tried to apply on the paper, some kind of mountain, and a cloud, that kind of so much things are when doing time. I think different feelings, different emotional feelings, and many kind of things are happening. Different experience for each works. I think somewhere is humor also. Somewhere is very touching emotions also. He tried to make his own style. I think.
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. So thank you everyone for coming today for this presentation. So thanks Buddhadev, all the best.
Thank you everyone, and thank you again to Satish and Sujit.
Thank you, Buddha, and thank you for coming for the camp, and thank you for this.
And I'm happy because if we didn't go to that camp, then how can I meet all?
No. But
this is a wonderful, floor. The Niracharth.
Yes,
we are talking where our, very openly, not any other issues. Very free platform. I think Niracharth.
That's good.
Yes.
That's good. Thank you, Buddhadev. See you.
Thank you for joining, and I am very happy that you all.
Okay.
Okay, so Sujit, shall we close?
Yeah, please go on.
Okay, so see you all next week, next Saturday, 5 o'clock again. Thank you.
Bye. Take care. Bye.
Thank you. Bye everyone. Bye.